All right, here we go. Kern County Animal Services, 3951 Fruitvale Avenue. It is the Wednesday night walk. Go ahead. Wednesday night walkthrough. It is underway, and I've actually got a kind of a short list of dogs compared to most Wednesday night walkthroughs. But I'll tell you this, as the title says for this Wednesday night walkthrough, every dog you see is a top priority dog that needs to find adoption, foster, or rescue as quickly as possible. By as quickly as possible, I mean immediately, I mean ASAP, I mean now. I mean, if you see a dog on tonight's Wednesday night walkthrough and when you would like to meet that dog, if you would like to adopt, foster, or rescue that dog, do not wait until tomorrow. Send an email as soon as you see that dog to animalservices@kerncounty.com, and in the subject line say, I want to meet, I want to adopt, I want to rescue whatever dog you see on tonight's Wednesday night walkthrough. There are over 300 dogs under the care of Kern County Animal Services right now. So these are the ones that are the highest priority, are very, very top priorities that have to find adoption, foster, or rescue faster than all the rest. So we have one dog back here in our Q kennel, and that is Ladybug. Hey, Ladybug. I'm talking about you, Ladybug. Now, Ladybug, her kennel mate is Solaris, and Solaris had a medical issue and was back in our second building. She's I think it's Savannah was talking about how much she loves Solaris. So she's the kennel mate with Ladybug in Q01. Ladybug is a dog that has been featured by our superstar volunteers. There is content available on our social media platforms of Ladybug being a very good girl and just a very pretty girl and very deserving of a home. So if you like what you see with Ladybug right here, feel free to search her name on social media, and you'll find some additional content of her out of the kennel and being a wonderful dog. So this is Ladybug, by the way, right next to me. Kind of like my we got a mountain wall right here, who's right next to me, looking over my shoulder, peeking on my phone. Hello, what is your name? Who are you? Who are you? Looks like that. I don't know what your name is. I'm sorry. But that is Ladybug in Q01 and Solaris. So the adoption fee, $25 unless a dog has been in the shelter for 30 days or longer. In that case, their adoption fee is waived. So now we're going to move into our first big room of adoptable dogs. When you walk through the blue double doors here at 3951 Fruitvale Avenue, we'll just take it as though you're walking through the front doors, and we'll just go kennel by kennel of the dogs that desperately need your... Oh, we got Lexi's puppies making a run for it. So those are the... You never know what you're going to see on the Wednesday night walkthrough. Look at them running back into the kennel all by themselves. Great job. They're about to make a big stampede, a breakout. But, so they're back in their kennels. So these are the blue double doors you walk through when you come to the shelter on Fruitvale. And we're just going to go on the front row here. We'll start at the end here. Let's see. We're going to start with Murphy. Murphy in AD11. You've seen Murphy many, many times on the Wednesday night walkthrough. Just a gorgeous, handsome dog. He has been featured on the streets of Bakersfield. Our superstar volunteers have posted about Murphy. But he can be timid and shy, especially around men, apparently. So that may be one of the reasons why for the Wednesday night walkthrough, he's a little more standoffish with me. So he'd probably do better with a, maybe a female adopter, or at least somebody that's, a guy who's willing to take the time and take it real slow with Murphy and give him a little, take the time to win him over. Give him a few extra treats. But he's a beautiful, beautiful dog. Been in the shelter for over a month. Yeah, he came in early August, and so it's critical that Murphy finds a adoption, foster, rescue ASAP. Again, Murphy, he's an 8011. 8010, the one barking at me is Shadow. I know Shadow is one of our favorite dogs here. Oh, come on, I know. You're just wanting some attention, Shadow. I know a couple of our staff members are big fans of Shadow. Ruby, Whooper's in Need. She's one of Shadow's biggest fans. Shadow, come on now. Stop barking. They can't hear me. They can't hear me when I say, come get Shadow. Shadow needs your help. Shadow was a dog that did have a doggy cold. Is over it now, 100% healthy. And right here in the front row, AD10, right next to Murphy in AD11. They're right here in the front. As soon as you walk through the blue double doors, you're going to see Murphy, going to see Shadow. Who else we got in, let's see. Shelby should be down here. Where's Shelby? Oh, well, Titus right here. Titus Jr. Great news about Big Titus, or Titus number 1. He was pulled by a rescue. Marley's Mutts, actually. Got Titus Sr., let's say, out of the shelter. But this is Titus Jr. He's right here in AD06. Now, last time you saw Titus, he was back in our medical kennels. He was out in the, the kennel, the play area for the dogs that are recovering from a doggy cold. He is completely recovered. He's 100% healthy. If you go back and watch that video, you see what a happy and friendly dog he is. He's a very attractive dog as well. He needs your help immediately. He needs your help immediately, though. He's in AD06. His name is Titus. He's only about 6 months old, and he needs his option foster or rescue as quickly as you can. Again, you can just scroll through our social media a day or two, and you'll see Titus playing with a ball and just being such a, just showing what a highly adoptable dog he is. That's Titus in AD06. And on the other side, Titus's kennel mate is Shelby. Hello, beautiful Shelby. Hello, beautiful Shelby. Just a beautiful white shepherd mix. Beautiful girl. Just super, super pretty. And not being excitable, just enjoying the spotlight for the Wednesday night walkthrough. So Titus is her kennel mate. She's good with other dogs. Same thing goes for Titus. But this beautiful white dog, Shelby, she needs out as quickly as possible. So again, she's right here in the front row. She's in AD06, Kern County Animal Services, 3951 Fruitvale Avenue. And then we've got May. Where's Barky May at? There's Barky May. Right on cue. That's May. So she's a kitty mix, boxer mix. That's her kennel mate, Emmy Lou. Emmy Lou is the kennel mate. May is the barky one, just as predicted. But May has been seen on the Wednesday night walkthrough. She's a smaller type kitty, but she needs help immediately. That's typically the case with our, black dogs. It takes longer for them to find a home, and that's definitely the case with May in AD03. She's fully grown at 2 years old. May in AD03. Another black dog, bigger than May. One of my favorite dogs here at the shelter on Fruitvale. Where's Average Joe? He is anything. There he is. He's an AD14. Average Joe. He's a big black pitty. He is just super handsome. I remember when he came to the shelter, he was just in great shape. He was just a very healthy dog. He had a nice shiny coat, had a great personality, was out in, hi Average Joe, how you doing, buddy? Was out in a play group with a bunch of other dogs like you've seen. Joe was having a great time. Eventually he had a little too much fun, got a little too excited. So that's something to keep in mind with Joe, that he is good with other dogs to a point. Sometimes he'll get a little too excited and a little too rambunctious. But if you can be a responsible owner and just figure out the right way to go about allowing him to play with other dogs and be around dogs. And he's a super handsome boy. He's just a great looking big pitty mix. He's showing us his booty right now. Hey, Joe, hey, come on, Joe. But he's been here since August 20th, and we don't have any leads for him right now, so he is critical. If you'd like to meet Average Joe, please send an email, animalservices@kerncounty.com, quickly as possible. In AD 14, he needs adoption, foster, rescue. Now in 16, these dogs as well, and it's difficult because we just got through posting video, actually mini videos about these dogs here. This is Kite. Kite came from that horrible, neglectful situation and has made remarkable progress here at the shelter. This is Kite, sniffing on my fingers right now. And that is Chippy. Chippy is the brown one, reddish brown one. They are, of course, they came in together. They are in the same kennel, which is AD 16. If you want their backstories, we posted videos about each of these dogs earlier today, individual videos, and then there's a video we posted yesterday evening, afternoon, depending on how you look at it, talking about the situation that these two dogs came from. Heartbreaking situation. I've said it a few times during the Wednesday night walkthrough when we've talked about these dogs, that the shelter is 99% of the time a much worse situation than being with their owner. This is the rare situation where the shelter, even with the risks that come with being in a shelter, these guys are in a better situation now than they were then. But obviously our goal is not for their story to end here at the shelter. We want to find adoption, foster, rescue for. That's Kite, and that is Chippy. And they are both here in AD 16. On the other side, we'll go over to the other side real quick. Chalo. Chalo went out on the streets of Bakersfield, was wonderful. But again, I'm going to reference that video. If you saw Chalo, hi Chalo, hi Chalo. Chalo was just so scared and petrified. Here you go, Chalo. There we go. So petrified and scared when he first arrived in the shelter. He has done a complete 180. His tail's wagging. Excellent with people. Excellent with his kennel mates. And great with children as well. So proud of how far he has come. And Chalo... Chippy and Kite, they are in more immediate need than Chalo is. Of course, we want Chalo to go to a home, and if he can leave tomorrow, that would be wonderful. But between the three dogs that you saw, Kite, Chippy, and Chalo, Kite and Chippy would take priority. But Chalo is highly adoptable, and we're so proud of Chalo, and what a great, highly adoptable dog he is in AD 16. In AD 20, we've got that's not you. Where's she at? Gidget. Hi, Gidget. Gidget, beautiful shepherd girl here. Gidget's a dog that we posted on social media as well. Just a very pretty German Shepherd mix. Her ears are approximately 4 miles wide. Look at those things. Can't even keep it in frame. But Gidget is a dog that our staff and volunteers are big fans of. They have posted video of Gidget out of her kennel, so you can you just go to our Facebook page, and in the search bar, search for Gidget. You'll find the video that our staff and volunteers have put together for Gidget to hopefully get her out of the shelter. She is in AD 20. Brisbane is here in 22. Brisbane is a dog that we just posted about just earlier today. And I think Brisbane is on the other side here of AD 22. Yeah, this one is Brisbane. Hi, Brisbane. We're talking about you. I think it was Kelsey, Please Adopt Me CA. Put out a video of her time with Brisbane. Just a wonderful, wonderful, Very affectionate, well-behaved dog. Kennel mate is Scrappy. That's Scrappy right there. We want to find Scrappy a home as well. Both of them are in AD 22. Brisbane, you can go just scroll through after the Wednesday night walkthrough. Just scroll back earlier today and see the video of Brisbane spending time with Kelsey. And you'll see what a great dog Brisbane is. Briz the Riz. That's what Kelsey's kiddos nicknamed Brisbane. Briz the Riz, because he's got some serious Riz going on. And so does Scrappy. Hi, Scrappy. We're not forgetting about you. They're both in 80-22. Oh, in 30, right over here. Is that you, Lori? Or is that... I think that's Lori. Hey, look over here. That's you, Lori. So Lori is this black Shepherd Lab mix. This dog, she was just amazing. Every time we show her on the Wednesday night walkthrough and talk about her walking around the facility here with Kelsey and Denise. They stopped, had a conversation with myself and our director. Lori was here the whole time, just well-behaved, super well-behaved, great on a leash, very just top-notch behavior. You can see she has a kennel mate here. I think that's Tiara. But Lori in AD 30, again, you can see, just go to our Facebook page and search for Lori, and you'll find her video. You'll see how wonderful she is. I have a co-host now for the Wednesday night walkthrough standing right next to me. You know her from Instagram. Her name is Ruby Woofers in Need. You got somebody you want to show off, Ruby? Who? I did. I showed Shadow. I did. So if you can't hear, sometimes if somebody's in front of the camera instead of behind, it's hard to hear them. But I mentioned that Ruby is a huge fan of Shadow. As she saw us doing the Wednesday night walkthrough, she said, make sure you talk about Shadow. And I said, I did. But we can show her again. I know she really needs out. That's why we're talking about her. If you're interested in Shadow, again, check out Woofers in Need on Instagram, and you can see Ruby doing this with Shadow a whole bunch. And Ruby's not the only one here at the shelter that's a big fan of Shadow and wants her to leave the shelter safely. So look at that. You want kisses on the cheek like Ruby's getting from Shadow, with her tail going crazy and wagging back there, loving the attention. Shadow, again, she's in AD 10, the front row, Kern County Animal Services, 3951 Fruitvale Avenue, and Shadow is a 30-day dog. Her adoption fee is waived. So thank you, Ruby. And then a few more in our big first big room of adoptable dogs. We're focusing on dogs that, out of the 300 dogs in our care, this is the list of the dogs that need the most help immediately. So if you're interested in any of the dogs you see, now we're open tomorrow 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. But if you'd like to adopt, foster, rescue, or meet one of the dogs you see, don't waste any time. Send an email right now to animalservices@kerncounty.com and say, I want to meet White Bagel. This is Bagel, AD 32. Another one that's been featured on social media thanks to our superstar volunteers. Bagel is an older girl. She is taking it easy. Let's see, Bagel is about 7 years old. Bagel's about 7 years old. Has a kennel mate on the other side, but Bagel's just taking it easy. You know, the older girls, they want to go to bed a little bit earlier. They don't want to stay up late like their younger shelter mates. But this is beautiful Bagel. Again, if you want to see her out of the kennel and doing something other than sleeping, just search for Bagel on our Facebook page, and you'll find our volunteer content. Bagel is in AD 32. 33 is I'm going in the wrong direction. Jenny over here. Hi, Jenny. So Jenny is a dog that, so for Jenny's video is Jenny and Mischief, who we will get to Mischief in just a few minutes. Spin Run Dogs on Instagram. Big fan of Jenny here. Formerly Benji. Her name was changed from Benji to Jenny. She's in AD 33. Excellent with other dogs, and you'll see the dog she's in her. Look up this way, Jenny. That's a good girl. Look at that. You got some big old ears too, Jenny. In AD 33. Where did... Oh. I passed by Mischief because he was Average Joe's kennel mate. Mischief has the wiggliest butt in the whole shelter. Hey, Mischief. Hi. We're talking about you. Your little nubby tail. Look at it. Look at that nubby tail. Look at that thing go crazy. Mischief, mostly brindle. Average Joe's kennel mate in AD 14. Mischief, her video features Jenny, who you just saw thanks to Spin Run Dogs. You can check it out on Instagram, or again, just search for on our social media, on our Facebook for yes, I know Mischief. Mischief with a nubby wiggly tail and a very friendly and affectionate, playful dog. Mischief and Jenny. Mischief, Average Joe's kennel mate in AD 14, only barking because wants some attention, as you can see. There you go. There you go, Mischief. There you go. Yes, I know. Mischief needs your help immediately. Oh, looks like I need to stay on this side. Where's he at? There he is on the other side. This guy, longtime resident, recently had a doggy cold. He finally got over it. He's finally back in our adoptable area. Lewis. This dog is great. This dog has proven himself time and time again, being in play groups and being great with other dogs. He has a very distinctive face. He's a very, very loving boy. I think a lot of people, when they see Lewis, he's a big gray pitty. When they see his size and just him, being a great pitty, I think people make assumptions that you should never make about any dog in a shelter. Every single dog is different. Every single dog is an individual with different personalities and behaviors and good traits and bad. Well, some of them have bad traits. Lewis is not one of them. All of his traits are good. All of his traits are excellent. And it's heartbreaking that he is one of our very, very top priority dogs that needs to find a way out of the shelter safely, especially after he overcame his doggy cold. He finally got healthy, and now he's back here in our public adoption area. His time is super short. Just an excellent dog. Lewis, we posted about a couple of his photos the other day, I think when he was still having a doggy cold, saying, hey, this guy needs out. Well, now we're a few days later, he's healthy. AD 38, please consider Lewis. Let's see. Raina is this one. No, you're Chica. Now, Chica, yeah, we need to talk about you too, Chica. Chica was another dog that was recently had a doggy cold, just recently got over it, and is now 100% healthy, back up in the adoptable area, our AD kennel. Megan, Queen of the Streets of Bakersfield, for the dogs on Instagram and Facebook, has posted about Chica, and she's still here. She is one of our highest priority dogs. Got to get her out of the shelter through adoption, foster, or rescue. Want to see her out of the kennel? Again, go to our Facebook page and just search for Chica. That's how you spell it. There she is, and you'll see her when she's not ready for bed, and she's in AD 39. And then I remember talking about this guy, Loki. This is another dog. Looks like he's... Hi, Loki. We're talking about you again. We saw you last Wednesday night, didn't we? You got pretty eyes, Loki. Pretty eyes. Great big ears. Just taking it easy. Loki, he's in the bad luck corner. I know at least one of our volunteers call this the bad luck corner. A lot of times dogs in 80-40 get passed over and overlooked. You know, those dogs in the front row, they get seen immediately. Nobody's going to miss them. But dogs like Loki in this bad luck corner, a lot of times they get passed over. And we have a super adoptable dog like Loki, staff and volunteer favorite. Just not fair. Just not fair that he's being overlooked. So, want to see more Loki? Check out Spin Run Dogs on Instagram. I know a lot of these dogs, he's an 80-40. A lot of them are just taking it easy because after hours, they've had their nummies. You can see their plates are empty, so they're ready for night-night. And then one more back here in 80-42 is Jolene. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. You hear me singing your song, Jolene? 80-42, Jolene. She's only 6 months old. Pretty shepherd mix. I know Denise Lynn Smith is a big fan of Jolene. Denise loves the shepherd mixes, and Jolene is one of her very favorites here in the shelter. So as I mentioned about just about all the dogs, go to our Facebook page, search Jolene, and you'll find her video that we posted. Thanks to Denise Lynn Smith. Only about 6 months old, so she'll get a little bit bigger. She wants to play with the toy. She wants to play fetch or tug of war or something. Don't you, Jolene? How cute. How cute. You want to play? You want to play? Let's see. Can we do it? Can I do it without setting you free? Without having you run through the shelter, Jolene? Let's see. Hi, sweetheart. Let me grab this. Hold on, stay there. All right, I got your toy. I got your toy. I got your toy. I'm going to throw it. Go get it. Go get it. Did you get it? Good girl. Good girl. So I'm willing to bet that Jolene would love to play fetch with you and your family. I only had this small kennel, but she immediately grabbed her toy. When I tossed it across, you saw she went and got it. Loves her toy. Would love to be gnawing on that toy in your living room or your bedroom or wherever. So she's an 80-42 Jolene, about 6 months old, 30-day dog. Came to shelter August 12th, and it's still here. So please help Jolene. So, as I mentioned a couple different times, right now we currently have over 300 dogs in our care at Kern County Animal Services, and 300 is way too much. That's one of the reasons. And when you have that many dogs and so a finite amount of space, time will run out on these dogs like Lewis, because as full as the shelter is right now, tomorrow there's going to be another 20, 30, 40, 50 dogs coming to the shelter. And when that happens, we don't have 20, 30, 40, or 50 kennels to put those dogs in. So again, every dog you've seen on tonight's Wednesday night walkthrough, top priority. Adoption, foster, or rescue immediately. If you're interested in Loki, if you're interested in Chica, or Lewis, or Jolene, don't wait. Email animalservices@kerncounty.com right now, and the subject line say, I want to meet Jolene. I want to meet Lewis. I want to meet whatever dog you've seen. Shadow. And let's get him out and at least do everything we possibly can to do our best to get him out. Adopt, foster, or rescue. When it comes to these dogs you've seen tonight on the Wednesday night walkthrough, hopefully you want to adopt a dog. This, by the way, is Aspen. If you're ready to adopt a dog, introduce your family to a new furry family member, that's the reason we want you to adopt a dog, because it's something you really want. And if that's the case, that's great. But on top of that, if you're into that category, please consider the dogs you've seen here on tonight's Wednesday night walkthrough first, because along with being awesome family members and great pets, they need your help more than all the others. please put them at the top of your list. At least meet them. At least come see them in person. That's all we can ask. And you make the best decision for you and your family. Kern County Animal Services, 3951 Fruitvale Avenue, open 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday. Exception would be Wednesdays, when we're open late from 2 to 7 p.m. Adopt, foster, rescue. If you can't do that, please share. You don't have to do everything. Just do something. And whatever you do, don't do nothing. Do something to help.